Hi, Heidi Porham here from HeidiPorham.com. Today I had a really bad day. I had a rotten day. Um, I've been up all night with my daughter. She's been throwing up and she hasn't been feeling good, um, and I didn't get any sleep. And trying to deal with her, and I really hate seeing my babies sick like that. Well, at about 9ish, I want to say, yeah, about 9 o'clock this morning, I finally got her to go back to sleep. Well, my husband's alarm clock started going off, and I was like, oh my God, are you serious? And it woke her up. So she woke up and then she started throwing up some more. And then I was like, man, I really need to take her in. So I take her into the doctor. We get to the doctor's office and they're not even open. So I'm like, okay, well, I can wait in the truck and I'll just wait and see whenever they come. And 40 minutes later, they still wasn't open. And I was like, are you serious? And on the door, it says they should have been open. So I was like, this is crazy. So I was getting frustrated by that time. But Rory, she started throwing up. So I had a bag in my truck, so I gave it to her, and the bag had a hole in it. So I had to hurry up and run around the truck and open the door and try to get her out of the door so she didn't throw up all over herself, and like coast her and help her, while waiting for the doctor's office to open up. And it was so frustrating. But thank God they had a store right next door to the doctor's office to where, because she had to go to the bathroom, and I had to go in there. But she was so weak and walking to the store. So I got really nervous and I said, I cannot wait for this doctor to come anymore, and this is ridiculous. They should have been back. So, or they should be here. That it says the hours that they should be here, and it wasn't no lunch break or anything. So, even if they were on a lunch break, that's a long lunch break. So that made me a little frustrated, and she's not feeling good, and I'm tired at this point. And then dealing with all the throw up and stuff. You know how when your kids are sick, it can get overwhelming. So I was like, okay, we're going to go 20 minutes to the next town, and I'm going to bring her to an urgent care clinic. So I'll go bring her to the urgent care clinic, and I get there, and I find out I don't have my insurance card. So I was like, are you serious? What else? What else can go wrong? I was getting really aggravated, so I'm like, okay, I don't have my insurance card, so I tried calling my husband. His phone was shut off. And then I tried calling my son and it went straight to his voicemail, so his phone was shut off. I was like, I need the freaking insurance card number. And by this time, I was like, oh my God. And then Rory going bringing her back and forth to the bathroom, cleaning her up. I'm tired. I can't find the insurance stuff, and I'm just frustrated. And I'm worried about her because she's shaky and she's real weak. And it's like, whenever your daughter's sick, you're like, oh my God, you're trying to fix everything. So, by the grace of God, they had our insurance already on file. So thank God for that. But anyway, we go to the back and then they check her out, and thank God it's just a stomach virus. And they give me some medicine. Well, they give me a prescription and they tell me some things to get at the store. And all that frustration and all that today got a little overwhelming. It did. But on my way home, I started thinking, first off, I'm blessed that she only has the stomach virus. And but before, in the past, my husband used to work offshore and overseas, so he was always gone. And whenever I had a child that had to go to the doctor, which my youngest boy, he was going to the doctor 3, 4, 5 times a month, different doctors. So I would have to pack all 3 children up and bring them to the doctor and entertain them all day or however long at the doctor's office. And then from the doctor's office, I'd have to go bring them into the store to get their prescriptions, even the throwing up one or even the one that's sick. And I had to deal with all that in the store, and I had to go buy all the stuff. Not to mention, every time I had to go to the doctor for all my kids, I had that copay. And back then, money was super tight. Even with my husband working offshore, it was super tight that I would cringe. It's like, man, I got that co-payment. Oh, I hope that medicine doesn't cost that much. And what if they need other things? I just pray to God I have the money for it, and then it put more and more stress on me. Well, today I was praying on my way back, praying that everything would be okay with her, praying for me because I felt like I was overwhelmed and I'm tired and I haven't ate anything, and it was by that time it was like 3 or 4. So I was like, oh my God, what am I was shaky and I was overwhelmed. Well, in me praying, God showed me how blessed I am. And I know this is crazy, but I started doing like the thinking positive, kind of like the Pollyanna, and I'm not trying to be like Pollyanna, but I'm just trying to be happy. And I've learned thinking positive and trying to look for positive things instead of the negative, how in return makes you happy, you know, makes you blessed, and then you attract the blessings, you attract the happiness. So, and I learned that, and it's so true, you know. So on my way home, I'm going down this long, winding country road, and that's my favorite place to talk to God. I don't know why, it just is. But anyway, on my way back home, I'm talking to God, you know. God put me into that realization of how blessed I am. I didn't have to bring all my kids out. I was able to leave my 2 boys with their dad while I would go bring Rory to the doctor. And I didn't have to bring her into the store while she was throwing up and doing all this stuff. I was able to go back and bring her to her dad, and I didn't have to worry about bringing her out into the store. Nor did I have to worry about the money part of it. I didn't have to worry about my copayment, or if I could, you know, buy her medicine or buy her Gatorade popsicles. I know it sounds stupid, but I was in that point, and I was in that moment one time where it was hard. But I didn't have to worry about it anymore. I didn't have to worry about it today. I didn't have to worry if she was going to be okay, because I knew that God was in control. I knew there was people praying for her. I reached out. I had that sound mind, that positive mind that didn't make me go crazy today. I had that sound mind that my bills are paid. I had that in my head, you know. I didn't have to worry about the co-payment. I didn't have to worry about getting her medicine, and that was in itself the true blessing today. And I know that you're like, oh, whatever situation you're going through, you're like, oh, I cannot find nothing good in this situation. And you know, I felt that way plenty and plenty of times. But if you start practicing staying positive, and I did a blog about it, which is really good, which I think you should try because it works for me. See, it worked for me today. If you keep practicing it, it just comes so easily. It's like, wow, yes, this and that, you know, and it's so true in so many different levels. And I'm so happy that I have this tool and I can implement this into my life, because we are blessed. No matter what situation you're going through right now, you are blessed. And I'm asking you to please tap into that and use, in that blog that I wrote, use that, them tools to work towards it. And it helps. It helped my day. In so many ways, it helped my day, and I'm so happy that I found out about it, and I learned about it, and that I'm able to implement it. And I'm so happy that my husband's home with me, and you know, I ain't got to worry about money for a doctor. I'm blessed even through my storms. I am blessed, and I'm wanting to share this with everybody in the world so they can be blessed through their storms. So read my blog, and I cannot tell you enough. I'll have it at the bottom of the screen. Please read my blog. It's for you, and it's for your happiness, and it's for, you know, you to find your blessing in your storm. And I thank you, and I hope you have a blessed day.